everyone. This is Maryam Henein, investigative journalist, functional medicine consultant, best known for directing the film Vanishing of the Bees. And I am here with Ed Chiarini. He is an independent, censored investigator as well as a renowned graphic designer. And we are going to be getting into basically the anatomy of a false flag and how to identify a false flag. So welcome, Ed, after much technical difficulty. Let us start with your early beginnings in your career before we delve into the shenanigans.
Sure. I began when I was around 15 years old. I did Robert Groden's book, High Treason. I was the medical illustrator for it. It went bestseller on my 16th birthday. And we did another book when I was around 19 called The Killing of a President, both on the JFK assassination. So I traveled around with Groden, met people that he met with. The first book was used to make the movie JFK. He was also the visual consultant for the film, and in the film, a couple parts. So of course met Oliver Stone and met all those people. So I decided to go into college and not really do anything in the conspiracy world during that time. And it all turned around on me when the Gabrielle Gifford shooting took place in Arizona in 2011. That event caught my eye, and I didn't think anything other than the fact that I thought that they were lying about what happened. I didn't know it was as extensive as it is, and as far-reaching as it is when it comes to this actor-based reality that I've named this type of existence that we live in. The people that were involved in that so-called, they just didn't seem real to me. They seemed like they were actors or reading from a script. The eyewitnesses' testimonies didn't match each other, and there was a lot of holes in the story that basically it just didn't feel right. So I decided to pay a little bit more attention to it and put my investigation skills into it and started contacting some of the people that were involved. At that time, I was also on the Joyce Riley Power Hour radio show. That was a nationally syndicated show here in the US. And I had a spot on there doing technology pieces, and Joyce, the host, wanted me to investigate the Gabrielle Gifford's event a little bit further because she thought it was strange as well.
Can you just tell us, she's a senator, what's the ins and outs, the gist of it? She was shot?
She was having a meeting outside, a meet and greet with her constituents, and it was an open meeting, which is very strange, at a supermarket, a little strange as well. And they say that a person walked up, point blank range, pulled a 9mm and shot her in the head. It was a through wound to the head, and he also shot a couple other people and killed a federal judge that was there. So it didn't seem plausible the way this thing was laid out from the news. Something just didn't sit right with me. So I started investigating Gabrielle Giffords as well, and it was really funny because you see the news media, they would announce this, and they didn't even know how to pronounce her name. Half of them didn't even know who she was, and I thought that was strange for a United States representative to not be known by the media. So I dug into that a little bit more too, and found out that she really didn't do anything. There was nothing that was, and no legislation. There was no archives of anything that she had done.
She's a Republican or a Democrat?
Democrat. She just appeared on the screen, and that was about it. And I thought that was a little odd as well. But so as I started to dig into this event, things didn't line up, and I was given a document that was called a X-Plan, EXPLAN, and it was by Homeland Security. It had all these markings on it.
Like explain? Like X-Plan, explain?
Like a exercise program.
A drill.
So, yep. So this document, it was around 45 pages long. It had for internal use only on it, and it was signed by the sheriff of this town that they scheduled a shooting at. It seemed pretty thorough in this document. It went through the background of the players involved in it. It gave the job roles of everybody involved in it, and it was really intricate and detailed. So I I was hesitant to release it on the air on Joyce's show because I thought it was possibly a fake document that was given to me to make me look bad. But as I
Sorry, let me interject. So basically, you're doing research on this senator, and someone sends you this 45-page internal document
correct,
about a future as a hey, this is what really happens in these types of scenarios. Okay.
as in this is how it's laid out. This is how it's planned out, and it's going to happen in 2 weeks. So at the school. So I decided to release it and risk it. And when I did, Homeland Security got word of it. The the parents of the students at the school contacted the super and asked them about what is this guy talking about? What school are we having here? What's going on? The super replied, and this was actually documented by Fox News. They interviewed him. He said, I don't know anything about that type of, but there was scheduled a couple drills were scheduled the next day or that following week. So that caused a big ripple, and Homeland Security immediately canceled the event. So that in itself was proof positive that this document was legitimate.
Did they
And
have a date, sorry, on this future,
oh yeah, yeah, it
this
was all set
drill?
up. Yep, it was all set up. It was. I'll send you a copy of it because it's really. I've been using it as the guidelines for all these that we're seeing: airports, malls, all these different theaters. They all follow this X plan drill.